Boston Spurs, amazing player analysis, game-by-game coverage, breaking news and articles. Project Spurs will be your first source each time. Also, listen to the Spurs Cast, the first Spurs podcast with Paul Garcia, to give you even more news and notes regarding your hometown Spurs. Michael and his staff make it a mission to provide you with everything you need to make you part of the action. Head over to ProjectSpurs.com or follow them across all social media platforms. Just search Project Spurs, proud sponsors of Sweep the League.
Hey guys, you listen to Sweep the League. Hey man, give us a follow on Twitter. We want to hear what your hot takes are today. Hey, follow Rudy at Sweep the League, myself at Rox Jr., Derek at Derek_Dervin, Gowler at Official Mr. 300, Stats at Mark TH33MC, and most importantly, our producer at Shemaya on the BT.
Place in the world. I'm Dinesh D'Souza, inviting you to join me for a 10-day Stand with Israel tour in November of 2022. You'll gain first-hand insight into Israel's fascinating past and promising future. Walk the ancient temple steps and touch the Western Wall. Sail on the Sea of Galilee. Book this tour today. Call 855-565-5519 or book online at standwithisraeltour.com.
To some, a baby's babbling doesn't mean much, but it does. Especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Learn more at autismspeaks.org. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Every minute, news is breaking. Stories are being updated. Lives are being changed. Stay connected and ahead of the curve by taking us wherever you go with our mobile app through TuneIn, iHeart, or Odyssey.com. This is 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Breaking news, stimulating talk. 9:30 a.m. The Answer. KLUP. Terrell Hills, San Antonio. Stick with us. You won't miss a thing.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Jason Walker. A key Democrat in the Senate has offered a fatal blow to President Biden's legislative plans.
After months of back and forth negotiating with members of his own party, Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia has announced that he cannot support the president's $2 trillion social spending bill. He made the announcement on Fox News Sunday, which triggered an angry White House response. Spokeswoman Jen Psaki called Manchin's statement a sudden and inexplicable reversal in his position and a breach of his commitments to Mr. Biden and congressional Democrats. Greg Clugston, Washington.
Governor Andy Beshear says the Western Kentucky Relief Fund will be providing uninsured homeowners who lost everything in the tornadoes with extra funds on top of the FEMA money.
We're going to work with FEMA to say who has applied, who is uninsured, what were they awarded, and let us do 10% on top of that. My challenge to other funds out there that are looking for how they can help is do more on top of what we're doing.
Also at townhall.com, stores deploying unique methods to combat retail theft.
At the Grove Shopping Center in Los Angeles, whose Nordstrom store was targeted around Thanksgiving, yellow coiled wire akin to something you would see guarding a prison has been erected outside. The spokesman said if somebody's running trying to get through something quickly, they are going to have to navigate it and get tangled up. In San Francisco, officials announced new traffic patterns near high-end retailers in a bid to make it harder for thieves to park, commit crimes, and race away. And automatic gates have been installed to block potential thieves from quickly fleeing a store with shopping carts of goods. Patrick Foss reporting.
Gasoline down 6 cents in the last 2 weeks, now $3.41 a gallon. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Dr. Gorka here, and I want to talk to you for a minute about 100% drug-free Relief Factor. I've been taking Relief Factor for years now to help me deal with pain in my body. My wife takes it as well. The reason we tell everyone we know about it is simple. We found it really works to help our bodies fight off the inflammation that causes aches and pains. Whether it's the pain of injuries you've sustained or just the natural pains from the mileage over the years, Relief Factor can help. I've never looked back. Almost 70% of the more than 500,000 people who have tried Relief Factor end up ordering more. That's because it works for them the way it works for me. Isn't it time for you to get out of pain? Your first step to becoming pain-free should be to order the 3-week quick start for the discounted price of only $19.95. Go to relieffactor.com or call 800-4RELIEF to find out more about this offer. That's relieffactor.com or call 800-4RELIEF. Feel the difference.
Our pest control industry is getting safer all the time. New products available for us can use less water, less active ingredients, while some just work on insects' hormones, keeping them from becoming adults, not poisons. Spider-Man Pest Control can keep your environment bug-free, safer, cleaner, and longer. The professional way. Call 210-656-3721 or find us at GoSpiderManPest.com.
Spider-Man Pest Control. Your blood pressure numbers could change your life. Talk to your doctor about creating a plan that works better for you. Start taking the right steps at manageyourbp.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Medical Association, and the Ad Council.
News stories from around the world and how they affect you all day, every day. Told by the most trusted names in conservative talk. Listen live anytime using our mobile app through TuneIn, iHeart, or Odyssey.com. This is 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
Portions of this hour's programming may be pre-recorded. Sweep the League, sponsored by Sweep the League Radio on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
You are listening to Sweep the League Radio.
I was just gonna snap my fingers too. You guys beat me to it. Awesome. The piano version of a Christmas song. Which one is that? You got the beat.
The season to me.
There you go.
Yeah, I can't sing that.
Yeah, you did a pretty good job there. Sweep the League Radio, 9:30 a.m. The Answer. United Collision Care Center, the #1 body shop in San Antonio. Give them a call, 210-595-6413. They'll take care of all your problems that you have if you're in an accident. They're going to get you back on the road in no time. Luis and his staff are all certified techs, guaranteed to get you back on the road. Absolutely in the fastest, quickest manner, but also, hey, done right. That's the most important thing. Customer service is the absolute best there. What's on second? We've been telling you what's on second. Pokemon craze is huge. I'm wearing a Pokemon shirt. I have no idea who this is, but my daughter said it was a cute shirt, so I bought it. I'm wearing it. Pokemon craze is big. What's on second? Go get your Pokemon cards there. They also have MLB, NBA, NFL, NHL, everything you need, including the Derek Gervin rookie card. They may even have a Rocky Garza soccer card out there. Try go looking for that. Project Spurs, #1 Spurs coverage in all the land. Project Spurs. Go visit them across all social media. Michael and his staff provided the absolute best coverage of Spurs, whether it be Austin or San Antonio. They've got you covered. Spurs Castle, Paul Garcia, very, very good listen. Rock was a part of that as well. Go to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, search Project Spurs, follow them, like them, tweet at them, do everything like that. They'll interact with you. Great guys out there. Coming back for hour 2, more Spurs talk. We're going to get into more Spurs talk here, but also Mount Rushmore coming up. Derek and I were fighting. Mount Rushmore of the NBA, Mount Rushmore of the San Antonio Spurs. Give us a call. Project Spurs hotline, 210-308-8867. Give us a call. Who is your Mount Rushmore on the NBA or your Mount Rushmore for the San Antonio Spurs? Last but not least, we're going to get into some COVID talk too. COVID is running rampant on all sports right now. Back to Spurs talk. Rock, you said you had something for Derek.
I was just asking him, how he mentioned you feel the Spurs would go top 4, but I mean, would you feel the same way if the Spurs went for a Sabonis or a Miles Turner, as you mentioned? Would they still go top 4, or would you see them kind of prepare for the future with that way because they're going to lose more pieces than you do a Buddy Hield trade?
That's kind of interesting. That's a good question because with Miles Turner, I like Miles Turner. He's a rim protector. He can also hit the three-pointer, so that will give a little more spacing to the team. It would be different for me with Sabonis because Sabonis is more of a around-the-basket player, and he's similar. Marvin Bagley is pretty much the same. They're both, but Bagley can stretch the floor a little more. Sabonis strictly down low. So if we could get him, though, I would not turn him away because he's an all-star. I just feel this team, I would prefer Miles Turner because the Spurs want to get up and down the floor, and they want to shoot. They want to shoot threes. They just don't have the people that are capable right now. With Miles Turner, I think he opens up things a little more for the team. So if I had a preference between the two, I love Sabonis being an all-star, but for this team, I would prefer to have Miles Turner.
Badgley or Turner?
Wow. Well, does Bagley come with Hield?
I can't give you all the. I can't give you all this.
If Bagley comes with Hield, then for sure I want Bagley.
Okay, so forget Hield. Bagley or Turner.
Well, if it's just Bagley, I would rather have Miles Turner because he has more experience, and the Spurs need someone that's ready to throw into the fire right now. Bagley's still learning a little bit, so I want the guy that's a proven veteran.
Wouldn't Bagley have a brighter future?
Yeah, but if you want to win right now, the guy is Turner. If you're looking at the future, then the guy is Bagley.
Always giving me the tough responses. Josh Miller's in here. This man wearing a Pokemon shirt and doesn't know what a Charizard is. Scratching my head. Ha ha. Great show, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Josh, I actually do know what a Charizard is, but I can't really look down. There he is. Okay. I don't know who the other ones are.
That's the evolution of Charmander. So Charmander is the first one on your right side. He's like the little.
This
yeah,
one?
yeah, yeah. But
in that Pokemon lesson tonight.
Starter Pokemon.
Dude.
All right, so is it
Charmander,
Charizard, this guy right
Charmeleon,
here?
Charmander, Charmeleon.
Yeah, Charmeleon's the one below him.
Isn't that a rapper?
Chameleon.
Chameleon.
No, when me and Josh, as kids, these kids have the iPhone and stuff. We had the Game Boy Plus, man. We had the Pokemon.
Game Boy Plus.
Yeah.
I had
Red,
the
blue,
original.
and yellow cartridges for Pokemon.
I had the original Game Boy.
Yep, I had that too.
Ooh.
Yeah, so me and Derek probably go way back with Atari.
I feel like, you guys, you started talking about Charizard or whatever that Charizard. You lost me already.
Dude, well, the one thing that Josh will always bring up to me, we had the original Nintendo 60, and me as a kid, I put pennies in it, and it broke, and he's never forgiven me ever since. He's gonna bring it up.
Let's see if Josh brings it up, because if he does, then I think you should buy him a new one. You should. I think you owe it to him.
We had all the original ones, man.
I had so I started with Atari and Commodore 64. I don't know. You guys know nothing about the Commodore 64.
I don't know.
That was back when Oregon Trail was one of the games. You had to type in what happens if you're sick? Well, take medicine or something. This is all computer stuff. So you guys know nothing about it. You, Galler.
Whoa. Oregon Trail? I played the...
Not on PlayStation.
Nope.
Bro. We're talking...
computer.
On the computer.
Yes.
So you did that whole
Yes.
thing. Well, I don't understand how you did that. I know Shemai.
Because I'm a nerd, remember?
Yeah, you are a nerd. You are a nerd. All right, so I had all that, and then there was Nintendo, the regular Nintendo. Mario, Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, Hogan's Alley. I can go on forever on that. Magic versus Bird was another one. I remember that game.
Yeah.
There was Super Nintendo, yada yada. So I went through the evolution, not like this guy who I thought Charizard was this guy, and then y'all are naming other people and saying it's the same guy.
It is. It's an evolution of it. Look at he grew up.
Yeah. Hey guys. What Rudy? What is your evolution? Like, what would you evolve into? What would be your evolution name, Rudy?
That might be for another segment, man.
I'm trying.
That's gonna be
Okay, before we get fined by the FCC, where are we going with it? What evolution are you talking about? Because I've got the evolution where I grew up as a cute little kid. I hit puberty and I went downhill for a while there until about a year ago. What evolution are you asking me about? What do you want to know?
Like, if you were a Pokemon, Rudy.
If I was a
what would you evolve
Pokemon,
to?
What would you evolve into?
I don't get the question. What evolve to? Am I supposed to evolve into
Like they evolve.
You evolve
you
into a
evolve
bigger,
into-
better, more stronger. It's more stronger.
So, Derek, I should take this as disrespect because they're calling me weak right now. I
Well, you
might
wouldn't take
not
a
involve-
punch. I mean,
I will take.
Hey.
Well, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay.
hey, look, I got stats over here yelling at me. He wants to ask. He's
What?
got some stats on Turner.
So I do have a little stat. We were just talking about Miles Turner. He actually leads the league in blocks per game. So you
Every
bring in a
year.
nice defensive presence in there.
It's always either him or Rudy Gobert in the mix.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. So defensively, Miles Turner. Josh Miller is in here. He is still waiting for a new console. Rock. It's been 20 years. He never pays for your mistakes. Is that something? You know what, Josh? Do me a favor. 210-308-8867. Give Rock a call on air. So we have it on air. It's recorded. Everybody in the world can listen to you call out Rock for not buying you that console. I'm going to make sure he
Hey,
gets
Rudy,
that
his
console.
next comment I think would be more disrespectful than what we're asking you.
Rudy
about
looks like
evolving.
a Bulbasaur.
Look,
Change
oh,
my
this is what this is what Rudy looks like.
guys.
What in the hell is a Bulbasaur?
I'm looking
Oh,
This is Rudy.
What is this? Okay, I know that. Isn't that Squirtle?
No, that's Bulbasaur.
It's a Bulbasaur.
What the hell is a Squirtle?
You got Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander. Those are the original like starter Pokemon.
Oh,
Dude, really? Bulbasaur?
Yeah, because like when you start out Pokemon, you get to choose which one you want to be. So like you either choose you want to be fire, water, or grass. So you either be Charmander, Squirtle, or Bulbasaur, and then you go through the whole evolution as you get.
Okay, then if that's the case, I saw the Pokemon movie. I want to be Mewtwo.
which one?
Oh, Mewtwo. Yeah, that's a good one.
I'll be Mewtwo.
Okay.
Is that much respect right there? Better than y'all are trying to make me into a sponge over here.
Well,
No.
no, Josh is, I guess. Calling you Bulbasaur.
Jesus.
Oh, come on.
Mount Rushmore talk coming up. This segment went from Spurs to Pokemon, so hopefully they evolve into the championship team we're hoping to. Derek Gervin, Rock Schmal Debate, Studio 2, Bulbasaur coming to you from 9:30 a.m. The Answer. We'll be back.
Sweep the league in the house.
United Collision Care Center, official sponsor of Sweep the League, specializes in body paint, frame, and mechanical services from light cosmetic repairs to heavy collision hits, as well as fleet maintenance. All technicians are platinum certified by ICAR, the top training organization in the collision industry. Quality and customer service are what their business ethics are based on. Trust is the hardest thing to build and the easiest thing to lose. So let's build a mutual relationship that starts with trust and a peace of mind. Contact Lewis and his staff today, 210-595-6413, or visit them at 6575 Pratt Road.
You've been listening to Sweep the League Radio. Follow us on Twitter at Sweep the League. Shemaya is at Shemaya on the BT. Or what about Chris Geller at Official Mr. 300? Sweep the League Radio, sponsored by Project Spurs, the United Collision Care Center. If you want to go visit them, you can also visit us at www.sweeptheleague.com. Hey, sports fans, trading cards is all the hype and it's absolute fire now. Where do you get the best sports cards in town? What's on second? Over on 4177 Nacville Parent Boulevard. Give them a call, 210-590-8444. They have everything you need. Sports cards, basketball, baseball, football, Pokemon cards, sports memorabilia, whatever you want, they've got over at What's on Second. And pick up the phone. Call us on the Project Spurs hotline, 210-308-8867. You've been listening to Sweep the League on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Don't turn that dial. Hey guys, it's Sweep the League. You've been listening to Sweep the League. Be sure to follow us on all of our Twitters, at Shemaya on the BT, at Sweep the League is myself. Why not go follow Chris Galler at Official Mr. 300, or head over to the website, www.sweeptheleague.com. Again, Sweep the League Radio.
You are listening to Sweep the League Radio.
Merry Christmas, baby. Should you treat me nice?
Where's the Ronnie James Dio?
Merry Christmas, baby.
That's a Christmas song we could get behind.
Dude, this is some good music he's playing, man.
No, it's fantastic
Yeah,
music.
man.
Shemaya brings it. What happened to the Jingle Bells, Batman Smells, Robin Laid an Egg thing? Isn't that a real song?
That's the remix.
That's the remix.
Shemaya's gonna drop it.
Should we have Studio 2 do some Christmas carols towards the end of the show?
I think they want to.
I like that. I like
Oh
If
God.
you want to lose listeners, sure.
We're not gonna lose listeners. We got Josh. That's all that matters.
Ready to
We
go
got Josh,
caroling
right?
or what?
Yeah, why don't we carol the last segment? We can probably.
Dude,
we can
I
see.
heard from a little birdie then Studio 2 that they wanted you next show to show up in a Christmas outfit, dude, like from Mean Girls, and like do a little performance. That's what they're saying. Like, like sing Jingle Bell Rock. Like
I have
little
to bring that video up for him. I'm sure he does not know what that is.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But you got to bring the video up.
Rocky, bring it up. You got the computer right
Does
there.
it have to? Okay, if you're talking Mean Girls, do we have to wear a dress? Is that what it is?
It's a little elf outfit. Elf outfit, I believe, if I remember right.
Derek, do you really believe what these guys put me through?
You can handle it, man. You tough.
Oh, so you're joining Team Studio 2 and Team Rock with this.
Hey, we were in the dark over here a little bit earlier, so leave us alone.
Should have left the lights off over there now that I'm thinking about it. Sweep the League Radio, 9:30 a.m. The Answer, sponsored by United Collision Care Center. What's on second in Project Spurs? It's Mount Rushmore talk. We went from UTSA, who was taking the win, to Jake Paul and whatever the hell that was, to Spurs talk, to Pokemon talk, to Mount Rushmore now. So I was kind of posed the question. I even saw it on Twitter. It said Mount Rushmore of NFL. We'll kind of get into that later. Mount Rushmore of NBA. We're going to do two different things. Rushmore of NBA. I will do Mount Rushmore of Spurs. You guys want to call us 210-308-8867, the Project Spurs hotline. Give us a call. Give us your Mount Rushmore. I'd love to hear it for sure. So NBA. I originally said, of course, Jordan. I mean, you got to have Mike in there. I took Bill Russell as number 2. He's got to be on there. I mean, a winning guy, 11 titles, 8 in a row. This is where it gets tough for me because you could throw LeBron with his dominance. You could throw Will Chamberlain. I mean, dominant he is. The logo, Jerry West. I mean, he is the logo. I have trouble getting those last 2 in. I will say probably Wilt makes my top 4, but I'm going to throw you for a curveball. It's the NBA. How does Dr. James Naismith not make that Mount Rushmore? Without him, do we have an NBA? I think I would put him on there as the founder, as the main guy for all of this. So I just don't want to pick another player because even if that, I could go with a coach. You could go Red Auerbach. You could go Phil Jackson. But I'd rather take the 4th guy as Naismith to say, okay, you started it all. This was your dream, and look what it's built into. What are you seeing on Mount Rushmore for NBA?
So why can't you take Naismith and then add 4 players?
Because there's only 4 faces on the Rushmore.
Well, we're gonna make it 5
We
now.
can.
We
We can.
can do whatever we like. If you're gonna add Mrs. Naismith, or usually the 4 are players they're usually asking about. So you want to be creative? We could be creative and just add Mr. Naismith, and add 1 and 4 players.
So basically, you're saying you're not getting away with this. You're giving me a 4th player.
I would have to give. I couldn't. I would have to. Man, it's tough as it is. I would have to name 4 players, and that's
Kuzi?
from Kuzi.
Would Kuzi be up there?
He would be on someone's Mount Rushmore. He wouldn't be on mine, but for sure he'd be
Okay,
on
so
someone.
Jordan, Russell, Chamberlain for me. If I had to pick another guy, that's the tough part, man. I really don't know. I mean, I guess West.
You did.
The
So
logo.
name your 4 again.
Jordan,
Okay.
Bill Russell,
Okay.
Chamberlain,
Okay.
Jabbar.
Okay. I was wondering how could you skip
I said
over?
no. I said West, but I'm thinking, wait a minute. Jabbar, all-time leading scorer. I mean, hands down, most decorated.
I actually might have named him. For my list. I always say it's Mike or Kareem / the other one in whichever order. So those are my 2 for sure. The reason I would pick Wilt is because it's hard for me to ignore the stats. I mean, the guy was averaging 50 points and over 20 rebounds, and he scored 100 points in the game. But if you look at his overall dominance, I would have to put him on my list. And then, I couldn't ignore Bill Russell. So for me, it was without question. I'm a Larry Bird fan, of course. I think people know that.
I love
I'm a big Tim Duncan fan. But if I'm really looking at 4 guys, breaking it down to 4 guys, I have to go with the 2 guys with 6 championships and all the MVPs, which is Jabbar and Jordan. I would have to go with Wilt. Wilt was the most dominant player. Like they talk about Steph as the greatest 3-point shooter. Wilt was without a doubt the most dominant. And then Bill Russell. Have to have Bill Russell. The guy won 11 championships out of 13 years, and he won at every level. So those would be my 4. It's killing me to leave Tim Duncan and Hakeem Olajuwon off the list, but I have to.
So Dustin's in here. Dustin Higman, SBTN, actually, Sports by the Numbers, one of the co-hosts on the show. He has Jordan, Bill Russell, LeBron, and Kareem. I knew LeBron had to make somebody's. I think Rocky maybe I said LeBron was on his.
Yeah.
I think he's got to make some people's list, but I can't find any problems with that. I really can't. Rock, I mean, you had LeBron on yours.
Yeah, I had LeBron, Jordan, Kareem, and Wilt. But I just think it's just going to vary from each list because it depends on what people attribute to a Mount Rushmore. You know, are you going to attribute to scoring, to championships? I mean, people could say Bill Russell's the greatest player ever if you go by championships, but then it really depends on how you really look at the list.
Is it running to other teams? I mean, what's your criteria?
I mean, people don't consider KD's rings real. I mean,
so if it's running to other teams, it's LeBron, KD, Kawhi.
See, I penalize LeBron for that as far as my Mount Rushmore. Really, he has to always have superstars around him: Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Anthony Davis. If you look at it, everywhere he goes, he tries to build a team. And when you're as confident in yourself as you're supposed to be, and you're supposed to be the greatest, I don't think you have to go build a team. Look at all the slack that KD took when he went to Golden State. A lot of people didn't appreciate that, and they kind of tarnished his legacy with a lot of people. And for me, I'm the same with LeBron. I think he's one of the greatest players, but he hasn't led his team all the time. He's had to have a Kyrie Irving and guys like that. So I take away a few points for that.
Okay, so the Cavs title win against the Warriors doesn't kind of help his legacy out at all? I mean, he had Kyrie. Kyrie was great in that series, but LeBron did play out of his mind in that series.
Yeah, but he didn't get MVP. Andre Iguodala did. So I thought LeBron might have deserved it, kind of similar to Jerry West the year they lost in the finals. He's the only guy to get MVP in the finals, and they lose. So LeBron would have been the second. It was hard to argue him not getting it, but hey, the judges they saw something different than everyone else, I guess. And maybe he was robbed, but hey, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. The guys in studio too, y'all have a Mount Rushmore. If y'all do, just chime in here if y'all do. But I like go ahead.
I do think in like 10 years we could see Giannis in a Mount Rushmore. I really do. He's got
What's it going to take?
Some more titles, some more MVPs can happen. Can definitely happen.
Wow.
And he's very humble, and he's growing as a leader. Rock, you mentioned LeBron on your Mount Rushmore. To me, having leadership ability is a big part of that as well. And LeBron is a true alpha, true leader on all of those teams that he has been on.
I think Derek.
Well, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at him with the Lakers right now, and I'm like,
I mean,
even then, there's no he is the leader on that team.
Well, he does lead to different teams, that's for sure.
Is LeBron a positive leader? I mean, because a lot of times guys won't say things in public, but they could think. It's just like Kobe. A lot of guys, publicly they'll say the positive things about Kobe, but actually away from the floor in practice, they couldn't stand Kobe. And I'm sure there are some guys that feel the same way about LeBron. He has a habit of trying to pick guys to make it to the scapegoat. And this year, when they don't play well, it's Russell Westbrook. Mm-hmm. And that's the problem I have with LeBron. If you're going to be with these guys, you stay with them through thick and thin. He has a way of distancing himself from players that aren't playing well, and that bothers me.
Jeez, so does that fall in the same category as Mike?
No, because Mike played with the team he was given. Mike wasn't out there chasing players. Mike played he took his lumps when they were getting beat by the Detroit Pistons, when they were getting beat by the Boston Celtics. Mm-hmm. You didn't hear Mike crying about, I need this guy, I need that guy.
I'm talking about players having a problem playing with Mike.
I would love playing with Mike because Mike always he walked the walk. Yeah. LeBron sometimes doesn't walk the walk. He doesn't hustle back on defense. He's out there flopping. A lot of things he does on the court that gets under people's skin. And it's the reason that some of the fans don't like him. He can be kind of a jerk now. We're just being honest. Mike came strictly to play basketball.
Yeah, I mean, my love-hate relationship with LeBron is pretty well known. I mean, I'm the same way. I just can't see a guy like that, flopping all over the place and crying, here and there, this and that. I just don't get it. I mean, you're supposed to be the best player in the league. You should be able to take whatever challenge is in front of you.
I'd take him over Kawhi any day, though.
Oh, my goodness. LaFlop James over the claw.
Merry Christmas to everybody, especially in Laker Town. LaFlop James is in the house. Hey, this is Sweep the League. We'll be back here. Smile on the Beat, Derek Irvin, Rocky, Studio 2, Rudy Campos Jr., the Bulbasaur. I'm going to go by the Bulbasaur now. Sweep the League. We'll be back.
Kawhi, I still got you back, man.
Don't let the stress of getting into an accident keep you down. Contact United Collision Care Center, where Lewis and his certified technicians will get you back on the road in no time. They're a 5-star company with over 270 reviews on CarWise.com. Quality and customer service are what separate them from the rest, making them the best. Specializing in body, paint, frame, and mechanical services, from light cosmetic repairs to heavy collision hits, United Collision Care Center does it all. Contact them today at 210-595-6413 or visit their shop at 6575 Frat Road. Again, that's United Collision Care Center, the best in the business and official sponsor of Sweep the League.
Hey guys, you listen to Sweep the League. Hey man, give us a follow on Twitter. We want to hear what your hot takes are today. Hey, follow Rudy at Sweep the League, myself at Rox Jr., Derek at Derek_Dervin, Galler at Official Mr. 300, Stats at Mark TH33MC, and most importantly, our producer at Shemaya on the BT.
Two Shots Podcast is a fun-filled extravaganza bringing you into the world of sports and entertainment. Joe Garcia and the staff keep you updated on Spurs, combat sports, Dallas Cowboys, and my favorite, everything in Nerdville like Marvel and DC. Head to the line for Two Shots, as in Two Shots Podcast, available across all streaming platforms. No sport is bigger than football here in the Lone Star State. High school football is king on Friday nights, so listening to Along the Wire with B. Damone is a must. Brandon brings you all the latest news and notes, as well as rankings for our local high school football teams here in San Antonio. Cue up the band, get comfortable in your bleacher seat, and tune in for the best high school coverage around with Along the Wire.
You know what the difference is between you and me? I make this look good.
You are listening to Sweep the League Radio.
With SRN News, I'm Jason Walker. The White House wants Senator Joe Manchin to reconsider, but the West Virginia Democrat is having none of it. He says he cannot back a $2 trillion social spending measure, and his opposition dealing a huge loss for President Biden's signature legislation. Average price of gasoline dropping 6 cents over the past 2 weeks. It's now at $3.41 a gallon. Industry analyst Truby Lundberg says prices have been falling for over a month now, mainly because of the lower crude oil cost. NBA calling off 5 games today, tomorrow, and Tuesday because of virus-related concerns. Postponements involve 9 teams. In the NHL, 27 games have been postponed already. This is SRN News.
9:30 a.m. The Answer.
You are listening to Sweep the League Radio.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Jack
Frost nipping at your nose.
The legendary one.
Wow. Finish it, Geller.
No, I'm fine.
Are you serious?
He was getting into
That's
it.
all
dude.
you got. That's all you get.
You were teasing everybody for that, man. That's crazy. Sweep the League Radio, Derek Gervin, Rocky, Rudy, Studio 2, Shemaya on the beats. 9:30 a.m. The Answer. United Collision Care Center, #1 body shop in town. Give them a call, 210-595-6413. Luis and his staff of certified technicians will get you back on the road in no time. #1 shop in San Antonio. Speaking of #1 shops, what's on second? The absolute best sports card shop and memorabilia shop in town. Go visit them on Naco Parent or give them a call, 210-590-8444. They've got Derek Irvin rookie cards. I think we talked about a show coming up on January 8th and 9th. I think we're going to be out there. So grab your Derek Irvin rookie cards. If you see him out there, he'll sign them. If not, I'll forge them. Don't matter. Whichever. Get with one of us. One of us will sign it for you.
They should come out. Come out and hang out with us.
Yeah, we had fun last time.
It's for a good cause. We out there. It's really, I enjoy it. It's my first time being to a card show.
Mm-hmm.
I was glad I went.
Yeah. Come join us at the card show.
What is it called, Rudy? Auto Pen?
auto pin version.
Auto
Yeah.
pin version.
Isn't that's like that's all. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Project Spurs, #1 Spurs coverage in town and all the land. Anything from San Antonio Spurs to Austin Spurs, even draft picks. Hey, the Spurs are not 500 yet. They could have a lottery pick. Ben Bornstein of Project Spurs will get you updated on all the prospects out there in college basketball as well as overseas for your San Antonio Spurs. Follow Project Spurs across all social media platforms. All right, we're talking Mount Rushmore. Another one came in here. Rocky Garza, not the junior, but senior. Rocky Garza here. His top 4, Jordan, Duncan, Kobe, and Bird. I would say 4 of my favorite players growing up as a kid. I can't go wrong with that because if you asked me back when I was a kid, I would have said Jordan, Bird, Magic, probably Zeke. Those would probably be my 4 back then. You know, a little bit before that would be George, obviously, Iceman. After that, you're going into Tim. You're going into Shaq. I love Shaq when he was with Orlando. I mean, there's a lot of different players. It just depends on, like Rock was saying, it's a debatable thing, man. It just depends on when you grew up, when you watched the game. Not all of us were fortunate to watch Chamberlain, Russell, Kuzi, all those guys. You know, some people are coming into the Steph and LeBron. So, hey, it's Steph and LeBron now. So it's very hard. But what's even harder is the Mount Rushmore of Spurs basketball. We're going to make this not too long, pretty quick here. We got to get to some Cowboy talk because apparently the Cowboys won. Everybody's all happy now, so the Cowboys won. We're going to get into Cowboy talk here right after this, but the Mount Rushmore of Spurs basketball. You cannot include Pop. Apparently so. You can't include Pop. Derek gave me crap for giving Naismith the spot on my Mount Rushmore, so we're not going to include any coaches. Timmy Duncan has to be on that. Now, these are in no particular order at all. Timmy Duncan. George Gervin, easily. David Robinson. Then the debate starts because you could go Manu. You could go Tony. You can go one of my favorite players, Alvin Robertson. You can go a lot of different ways with number 4. So for me, I'm going to get so much crap. If you want to give me crap, 210-308-8867, Project Spurs hotline. I love Manu. I love Tony. But if you take out everything that this guy did on the negative side, you'd be talking about Alvin Robertson as being one of the all-time greatest Spurs, period. That's why, for me, Robertson gets that 4th spot. Let the phone calls come in. Give me all the crap you want, social media, whatever. I understand. I've been saying it for years to everybody. Those are my 4. What do you guys got?
Well, you know, I'm friends with Alvin, so Al's been through a lot, but I've supported him throughout. But for me, you already know my 4. This is so easy. It's Tim Duncan and David Robinson, without a doubt. It's George Gervin, without a doubt. And then for me, it's Manu. And I know it's hard because we've had Larry Keenan's played here. I thought was fantastic. Could have his jersey retired. Mike Mitchell, Johnny Moore. There's been a lot of guys. James Silas. But for me, it was undoubtedly would be Tim and Dave, and then George and Manu Ginobili. I'm a big fan of Manu. I don't think there's been many 6 players that ever played this game that brings all the different elements that he brings to the team. Whatever you needed at that time, Manu could get that done for you. And I'm a big fan. I told George, I said, man, you my favorite guard here all time, but Manu Ginobili's right behind you. And I really believe that. He didn't make a lot of all-star games or whatever, but if you're just going by his production on the floor, no doubt Manu Ginobili would be my 4.
Yeah, same here, man. I mean, I absolutely would agree with Derek said. And you have to add, man, I mean, he was the originator and the creator of the Euro step, man. He revolutionized the game and was considered one of the best European players ever to come. I mean, you have Dirk up there. I mean, if people or international players, if you want to extend to that, and you can say Tim was one of those too. But I mean, Manu's impact on the game, just, you know, going from starting and going to the 6th man, that's just crazy. I mean, Tony's underappreciated, and people give flack for Tony for different things, but I mean, I think Manu makes that list, and the Twin Towers, and of course George.
You know what's funny is that the Euro step. I'm going to bring this up. You probably don't remember. Manu, is known for it.
Elgin Baylor started
But
that,
yeah,
though.
Baylor started.
But still, for still he's known for the Euro step. Is Manu brought it over here from
But-
Europe? Yeah.
But Elgin was using it.
Yes.
But who actually made it pretty big was Sarunas
Marshall,
Marshall.
you a smart man.
He's
Golden
the guy.
State Warriors.
That guy-
the original. Yes, sir.
That guy was a Spurs killer.
Yeah,
With Run
Marshall,
TMC
really.
back in the day. Now, like I said, Manu brought a different version of the Euro step that was so smooth and so, get to the basketball. That's what everybody uses now, basically, Harden and these guys. Beforehand, Marshallonis was just a beast with that Euro step. I mean, he was so quick with that left, right.
So
no.
strong. A lot of young people don't know who Sharonis Marciulionis is. They should look him up. A really, really good player, top level.
Definitely. But that's a good one. I don't know about the guys in studio too. They've got a top 4 on their Mount Rushmore. Shamaya, you just gonna agree with me? Because I think that'd be the best thing to do.
Between you and Derek, I can't have nothing better than that. So, I'm not even going to try.
Are you putting Manu or Alvin Robertson?
Like I said, between you and Derek.
What about Tony Parker? You got any of you guys have Tony Parker in there?
I do not. In fact, I have Tony at 6, and that's behind Manu and behind Alvin. I mean, he's got a Finals MVP, but outside of
I have
that,
to agree. Because with the names mentioned so far, I can't see anyone that you can replace him with.
It'd be hard to put him above Alvin as well. A lot of people don't know a lot about Alvin, but Alvin was a lockdown defender. Still has the record for steals for 1 year, 301 steals in the season, 3.67 steals a game, and that's huge. So I couldn't argue your Alvin pick at all.
no, I love Alvin Robertson, one of my favorite players growing up as a Spurs fan. But would you put Captain Late over Tony?
Wow. The reason I wouldn't is because James Silas got hurt after about 7 years, I believe. His max was like 7 years, and then injuries kicked in. I would have to reward Tony because Tony played a lot of years, and Tony was consistent. And I have to get Tony. This is what would put Tony over the top for me. For 2 years, he was the leading scorer in the paint. And I don't know if people are aware of that, but I mean, you know how hard that is? You got all these big men in the paint, and then 2 years, Tony leads for points in the paint. So I have to factor that in my choice.
I can agree with that. I totally can agree with that. Speaking of Mount Rushmores, what about the Ring of Honor? The Dallas Cowboys go into New York, and they beat a Giants team who's pretty bad, I guess we can say. And they beat you're looking at me like I'm
Mike
crazy.
Glennon or someone played quarterback, I believe.
And Jake Fromm.
Not even Daniel Jones.
I don't like to say teams are trash because then it comes back to bite me because, the Falcons are pretty bad. You said it, not me, so I don't like to say it. Cowboys go in again, man. I mean, the defense is the defense. It's good. Is it Super Bowl good? I can't.
10-4. I keep telling you every week now. I said 12-5.
They cannot, but they can't get far with that offense.
They're 10-4.
What changes? What needs to change?
Healthy offensive line for one, and healthy offensive players for two.
Offensive line and players, yeah.
What
But
about
I mean,
the receivers? Haven't they been in and out of the lineup?
they were healthy today.
Today, and they won today.
So does it go back to Dak?
I'm saying they'll get their rhythm back. Dak has been struggling a little, but then again, what about the running backs? I know Pollard, 74 yards? Zeke, 52. So you got 126 yards between your two starting running backs or your star. Is that good enough?
I can't say yes and I can't say no.
So if they can rectify that problem, I think it goes back to some of the guys on the offensive line being switched around and not playing the positions they're used to over the whole season.
But if your quarterback is struggling, doesn't that affect the running game?
Isn't he struggling because of the offensive line?
There have been a lot of injuries in general. I mean, last week, a bunch of Cowboys O linemen were going in and out of the game like the whole time. And then, of course, Zeke is dealing with the knee injury and he's still not 100%. Pollard barely even played in this game. He was barely able to play in this game. But when he's healthy, I think he's going to be a pivotal piece for this offense. Yes, yeah, Derek, you're right. Yeah, he's going to be a pivotal piece for a playoff run.
As they go down the stretch, they're going to be a dangerous team, man. People, you remember now, it's one game knockout, and styles make games. I believe, I'm not a Cowboy fan, but I told you this year I saw something special. I think they have just as good an opportunity as anyone else.
Yeah,
and this defense is balling too. The last 3 games, so today they have only allowed the Giants to score 6 points. They only allowed Washington to score 20 points, and they only allowed the Saints to score 17 points. So this defense is doing its part big time.
Dude, and hearing that, dude, it just sounds so weird to hear the Cowboys defense doing good. We've just been so accustomed to Cowboys just, having shootouts and the offense being good, but I mean,
it was weird that Detroit won today.
Yeah,
but look, the Cowboys giving up 14.3 points a game the last 3 games.
Yeah.
So all you do is wait on the defense, the offense to come around. I like where they are though, 10-4.
And this is an awesome turnaround for that defense though, because last season you just knew they were embarrassed.
Yeah, and I'm seeing this, and it's 6-0 halftime. Saints and Bucks. Bucks have scoreless at halftime. Sweep the League Radio will be back for the final segment. More Cowboy talk. We'll be back.
Mr. Nat King Cole.
All you music heads out there, from punk to metal to indie, the Chuck Van Show plays the best in real local music from San Antonio and around Texas. Real new music you're not hearing anywhere else. Sundays at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on modsnapradio.com. It's the Chuck Vance Show.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm Mark the MC, and you are listening to Sweep the League Radio. Before we get back to the show, here's a message from I Am Refocused.
I'm focused, man. Focused.
IamRefocusedRadio.com are proud friends of Sweep the League Radio. With new interviews each week, we are looking for special guests. Do you have a story? Are you an athlete, music artist, business owner? Visit IamRefocusedRadio.com today and send us a message. Now, back to Sweep the League Radio.
Spurs season isn't just 82 games, but year-round. That's why you need to make sure you have the best coverage around at all times. Project Spurs provides you with the most in-depth Spurs coverage all day, every day. Articles, analysis, and live game coverage provided by some of the best journalists in the business. Need more? Listen to the Spurs Cast with Paul Garcia for even more Spurs-related news and notes. Visit ProjectSpurs.com for all the latest Spurs information, or follow them on social media. Twitter is at Project Spurs, or just search for Project Spurs on Facebook and Instagram. Project Spurs, dominating Spurs coverage and proud sponsors of Sweep the League.
Hey guys, you listen to Sweep the League. Hey man, give us a follow on Twitter. We want to hear what your hot takes are today. Hey, follow Rudy at Sweep the League, myself at Rox Jr., Derek at Derek_Dervin, Galler at Official Mr. 300, Stats at Mark TH33MC, and most importantly, our producer at Shemaya on the BT.
You are listening to Sweep the League Radio.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring.
Who is it?
What?
Who's singing?
I'm listening to the Frankie Avalon part in the back, man, with the surfboards, man.
Jingle Bell Rock, Christmas time coming up.
Who was that, Shemai? Was that Bing?
I don't think that was Bing Crosby.
That's too old. That's too young for Bing Crosby.
Yeah.
I was trying to hear that voice.
That was Bobby Helms for Jingle Bell Rock.
Bobby Helms. All right, see, Shemai knows everything. He knows everything. That or Shazam, right? One of the two.
Google.
Sweep the League Radio, 9:30 a.m. The Answer, United Cozy Care Center. What's on second? Project Spurs. I want to take a second real quick to thank all of our sponsors, United Cozy Care Center, What's on Second, Project Spurs. Thank you so much for helping us get on the air, being with us, sticking with us. It's the holiday season. We owe you everything. We're here to work hard for you guys. We appreciate every single thing that you do for us. Derek Irvin, Shemai on the Beats, The Rock. In studio.
What the Rock is cooking.
You're going to be so popular. It's not even funny.
Nah, never, dude.
I got to come back to you. Studio 2. Those guys are in there as well. Can you do the eyebrow?
Dude,
you had a week to practice.
We tried. Remember, I couldn't do it, and
Derek's got it.
I'm like,
there. You see, you did it.
I like think about it real hard.
Yeah, the eyebrow is done. So Christmas is around the corner, man. I want to get into some Christmas talk here. First but not least, Salvation Army. Go to the Salvation Army website, hit Parade of Kettles, go to Sweep the League. They're collecting until the 23rd, I believe, of this month, which is going to be Thursday. I believe, Thursday. Go donate to the kettle. We actually have a signed Lonnie Walker photo that we're going to be giving away to anybody that starts donating now. From now until Thursday, you can have a chance to win a Lonnie Walker autographed photo. So if you want that Lonnie Walker autograph, make a donation. Simple donation. You want to donate a couple bucks, that's fine. As long as you make a donation, you'll be entered into a drawing for a Lonnie Walker autograph. We'll be sharing that over on social media. Christmas, guys, what are y'all doing for Christmas? I'm going to be in Frisco this week covering UTSA football. So technically I'm still working, but we're going to have a little family vacay out in Frisco. What are you guys doing?
Well, can I tell? For me, you know where I'll be. Just for the people out here that are looking for something to do this week, starting Monday, tomorrow. From tomorrow till Thursday, I'll be doing a basketball camp out at Lutheran's High School, and it'll be from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. The price will be $25 a night or $100 for the whole 4 days. I suggest you come out if possible for the 4 nights. It'll be well worth your time. And hey, let's go. Let's help San Antonio basketball.
Perfect. Rock, what you got planned, Rock?
Just hanging with the family, man. I mean, that's normally what we do. You know, we have a little dinner, you know, play little games and stuff. I still actually need to finish my Christmas shopping.
Have you started?
I did go to Target today, but it's very overwhelming when you have people in your way and you're just trying to figure out what size, and you're calling the parents like, hey, do you think you'll like this? You know, oh, they won't like this, and they're busy. It was funny because I was like shopping, and then I see my dad at Target. I'm like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, oh, we can't look at each other. You know, I don't want to
don't make eye contact.
Yeah. We just kind of did the little wave, like, yeah.
So you know, then Pops is shopping at Target for you. They have
maybe for the little ones. Maybe.
Like the little shorts?
No,
they have them.
I have a big family, so I'm one of 10 kids. So, but we're all fairly little, you know, mostly elementary, middle school. So maybe for them.
All right, we got actually Josh Miller in here saying, do y'all have a link to donate by chance? We do have the link. We can share it on here. What I'll do is I'll get Rock to share it out as well on Facebook so you can get it, and he'll tag you on that. Josh, I appreciate you for asking. Shemaya, man, am I okay to announce, or have you announced what you told me earlier?
Yeah,
you've got coming out in January. You guys check this out.
Yeah, well, if you want to learn more about it, you can follow me on Shemaya on the BT on Twitter. But yeah, I have a new song that's dropping in January 2022. It's gonna be amazing, man. I got an artist from UK, and that's all I'm gonna say because I have another artist that hopped on the beat, but I'll say that for later. But yeah, for Christmas though, I'm going to be saying prayer because my parents are from Michigan, and I'm hoping Michigan beats, you know who, Georgia, because that will be one of the topping icing on the cake Christmas gift, because Detroit did it today by having a win, which is just in time before Christmas Day. So that's what I'm hoping for.
Let's go, Maize and Blue.
Yes, sir.
That's going to be a really good matchup. I don't know. That's a toss-up, dude. Michigan's looking real good this year.
Can we honestly say that the Final Four in college football is good? It's stacked.
It's the right 4 teams for a change.
It feels like it's going to be a very good Final Four in college football.
Yeah.
Studio 2, what the hell are you guys doing for Christmas?
Hey. I'm going to be hanging here in town, spending some quality time with the fam, you know.
All right.
Going to have some, probably going to do some Chinese food, the family, Christmas Story style.
I was going to say, that goes back to A Christmas Story.
Absolutely. Kind of started that little tradition last year.
So do you have the leg lamp that they've got on Christmas Story?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah, we actually do. Yeah.
Wow. All right. I would have never guessed. My joke just backfired on me, I guess. So I would have never guessed that.
No, you ask and you shall know your answer, Rudy, and you're good.
Well, if I want to know an answer, last but not least, the guy who's actually He's been running with me since Sweep the League podcast from way back in the day. What in the Christmas hell are you doing, Galler?
Absolutely nothing.
Which is what you do every day. Every day.
Touché.
You can't do anything for the family?
I'm off of school for 2 weeks, but I probably will be doing a bunch of school stuff in the time off to get caught up or to get ahead. But yeah, we're not doing anything.
So I'm assuming the wife and the boys are listening to the show. What did you get them for Christmas?
What did I get, or what did Santa get? Because I can't tell you what Santa get because I don't even know.
Well, yeah, we don't know what
We don't
Santa
know.
gets.
I don't know.
We don't know. What did you get the wife?
Actually, it's funny you say that. I did take her out to the outlets today to buy her, because I usually let her go pick whatever. So I took her out to the outlets. I said, "Here, we'll get you whatever you want." Believe it or not, I spent more money in gas than I did in shopping. She didn't find a darn thing up there.
What
She
kind
didn't
of?
find anything.
Okay.
I let her go. I let her go. I said, "Get whatever you want." She was looking at purses, everything, and she didn't find anything. But we did find it on Amazon, so I did.
Okay.
But no, we did. We did find it on, we did find it on Amazon.
I was about
but
to go say you did, man.
No. We did find it on Amazon. So, but yeah,
okay.
I went all the way to San Marcos outlets and came home with nothing. I mean, I got out ahead there, but
Dude, I bet that was a madhouse over there.
yeah, it was pretty bad.
So what? Okay, what in the bloody hell is this? Are you that lazy of a husband that you can't go shop for your wife? You have to have her pick out a gift for Christmas.
I'm not lazy.
So why
It's
don't you
smart.
go-
I don't have to
it's
worry
not-
about trying to figure out what to get her.
Exactly. Yeah.
Go sit at the grist mill and have a nice meal and let her decide and go shopping and do her thing.
Like that's I mean, I know she's been wanting a purse,
Wait a
and we
minute.
always go get it there. So hey, here you go.
Maybe you're doing it wrong.
Am I doing this wrong? Because
You
I
are a
figured-
Falcons fan, so
Shots fired.
We have the
Ouch.
Savage. We have the Savage soundtrack or whatever sound bit. I know we got it. That was pretty savage by Galler himself there. Yeah, I guess I'm doing it wrong. I thought you were supposed to go shopping for the family and for the wife, and they're not supposed to know or anything like that. Apparently not. I'm wrong completely.
I'm telling you, I've been doing that for years now.
It's a nice alternative, Rudy.
Hey, Rudy, can I say something really quick? And
Sure.
this is I'm serious about. It's been a weird year, okay? But I want to say all of these young kids out here, they deserve to have a great Christmas. And I take that kind of stuff seriously. So I know we joke a lot on the shows, but all you young people out there, you're special. And we won't be back on the air until after Christmas. So I want to sincerely tell everyone out there, the families as well, I hope you all have a great, great holiday. And yeah, these young people, I just want to see them smile, and that makes my day. So I'm just sending a shout out to everyone and hope you have a very safe Merry Christmas.
He's talking to me. I'm young.
He was looking at you. He's looking at you.
Derek likes me. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
your
tell.
buddy, man.
Hey, did you show him that video, Rock?
The which one? The Mean Girls?
The dancing one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He said he's gonna watch the movie.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to post that on Twitter or something and say this is what Rudy's gonna do.
Well, Christmas is coming, and I did say for you guys to know. First off, Merry Christmas, everybody. We will be back after Christmas. We are still going to be live next Sunday. If they find the outfit, I will be in a Mean Girls outfit next week.
Oh, spicy.
So that is
Going
dressed.
to Amazon when we get off the air.
That's fine. Derek Irvin, Rock, Shemai on the Beat, Studio 2, Rudy Combo Jr., the entire Sweep the League staff, family, wishing you guys a very Merry Christmas.
Mrs. Gina Campos, shout out to you. And please tell my new little young friend, Joanne, I love you, young lady, and Merry Christmas.
All right, guys, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All you
everyone.
guys have
Merry
a great
Christmas.
holiday, man. I love working with you guys.
Locked On Spurs gives you in-depth access to your local San Antonio Spurs team 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Jeff Garcia brings you multiple weekly episodes to include the ever so popular fan episode, giving you the fans' perspective. Download all past or present episodes of Locked On Spurs on all streaming platforms. Get locked in today with Locked On Spurs.